Hey folks, welcome back. I'm Marty. Today I want to share with you a quick compressor kind of shootout. The Cakewalk compressor, the CA-2A, is currently available for free. So I thought I'd give it a shot and compare it to the Waves CLA-2A and also to the stock Logic compressor, where you can actually simulate a 2A with the optical circuit. And we're gonna compare them on acoustic guitar and on vocals, because I tend to use them on those two kind of sources. And I think they really shine there on thickening up vocals or smoothing transients before you actually hit it with another compressor. So let's jump right in and see how they compare and what we favor on the acoustic and the vocals. Okay, so here is the song now. Consists of two guitars, a tambourine and a lead vocal. So pretty standard singer-songwriter song. And I would say let's just check it out, and then we're gonna go through the different compressor, the 2A compressors, right?
And I feel like a newborn, and I feel like a newborn on hell.
Okay, what you probably hear is that there are no effects on it. I didn't add any delay or reverb for this test because just can focus then on the compressor. And yeah, so let's mute the tambourine and one acoustic guitar. Let's bring this one right up in the middle here. And here is now the Cakewalk compressor, the CA-2A, which in fact looks like the standard 2A compressor with the wide front, the two knobs for gain and peak reduction, and also your meter. You can set it to limit or compress, but we'll focus here on the compression setting. And what I did here on the compressors is I dialed in different gain settings and peak reduction. For example, as you see here on the Waves one, because they tend to act quite differently. So you can't actually dial in the same settings on one to another plugin, because one will sound louder and one will sound less loud or have more compression to it. So in that fact, they don't sound quite the same with the same settings. So just to have said that, and let's start with the Cakewalk now. I'm gonna play you a little bit here. So very gentle compression, just in some transients goes up to -3 to -4. Usually don't compress acoustic too much. So that's without. So it really just grabs those transients and reduces it a little bit. Sounds very pleasing to say. And let's go now to the Waves compressor, to the 2A, and let's play that. So same gain reduction here, just with different settings. Also without. So it sounds way smoother with the compressor on. And finally also the Logic compressor, much different settings. When you want to emulate with the Logic compressor a 2A or a 3A, you have to go here to the vintage Opto mode, which is the optical circuit, compressor circuit that's emulated. And overall 2A compressors have a attack time of around 10 ms and the release of 50 to 60. And the ratio is usually fixed. It's set to 4:1, and we're with a very soft knee setting. So those are the kind of the settings that I would suggest for a 2A compressor. It's also key here to engage the auto mode because it's then program dependent and it depends on the input, the signal that comes into the compressor. You can also play around here with the saturation, like the soft or hard or the clip, but I found here on the acoustic guitar that with off it sounds the best because it distorted just too much with the soft and the hard setting. So let's listen to that now. It reacts a little faster, it's a little bit of faster release. And also the low end here is a little bit grittier, a little more saturated. Okay, so I would now go just through those 3 different compressors and see how they compare to each other. So I'm gonna go now, start off with the Cakewalk, and then I'm gonna go through the waves and the Logic and again. So you can really hear the difference here. All right, so let's start with the Cake one. Okay, so what I hear here is that the waves sounds way smoother, especially on the low end of the Logic Opto compressor. So I think that's pretty clear. And actually the Cakewalk and the waves do sound very similar. Maybe that the top end is a little bit more defined on the waves one, but the compression sounds actually pretty much the same. So let's check out the Cakewalk and the waves again. So very similar sounding. They both sound great, and I think the Cakewalk can really keep up here with the waves one, so it's a pretty good compressor. And yeah, so let's now go to the vocals and see how that works there. Okay, so let's start here with the Cakewalk CA-2A again. Same as on the acoustic guitars, I dialed in the gain and the peak reduction settings corresponding that you can compare them. So we have the same peak reduction here. And let's start off now here with the Cakewalk.
And I feel like a newborn. And I feel like a newborn on help.
So we have here now coming also a louder section here, so you get a different compression.
I am here to stay, standing on this rope here.
And without.
No one there to call on my own.
And with.
I grow strong. Shivers.
So you immediately hear it's a lot thicker sounding, the vocal, and that's actually the sound that you would expect from a 2A compressor. And let's go now to the waves. Check that out. Again, same peak reduction.
And I feel like a newborn. And I feel like a newborn on earth.
And the louder section.
I am here to stay, standing on this rope here. No one there to call on my own.
Without.
I grow strong, shivers running down on me, glad that no one.
All right, and finally, let's go quickly now also to the logic again. Same settings as with the Acoustica, just with different threshold setting here.
And I feel like a newborn. And I feel like a newborn on earth. I am here to stay, standing on this rope here. No one there to call on my own.
Without.
I grow strong, shivers running down on me.
Okay, so now let's again compare them like on the acoustic guitar. So let's start again with the Cakewalk 2A.
And I feel like a newborn. And I feel like a newborn on earth. And I feel like a newborn. And I feel like a newborn on earth. And I feel like a newborn. And I feel like a newborn on earth.
So let's go now quickly here to the louder section.
I am here to stay, standing on this rope here. No one there to call on my own. I grow strong, shivers running down on me, glad that no one is around here. Have to concentrate now to go on. I am here to stay, standing on this rope here. No one there to call on my own. I grow strong, shivers running down on me, glad that no one is around here. Have to concentrate now to go on, to grow strong.
All right, so I think we did enough of testing here, and I really do like the sound of both the Cakewalk and the Waves. And even though I really liked the Waves a little bit more on the vocals, but on the acoustic guitar they were very, very similar. And I really do like the sound of the Cakewalk 2A here also. So in mind with the compressor of Logic, you have to always think that it's a kind of a one-trick pony compressor. It has a lot of different emulations in it, like a VCA or a FAT compressor, and they all do sound really good. But when it comes to certain emulations, I really favor here now the third-party compressors a little bit more. They did a really great job here. Again, Waves and Cakewalk. So check out the Cakewalk compressor. It's free. I don't know how long it will stay for free. I have the link in the description below. Also, I have the link of the singer-songwriter. If you like her, check her out on the website. You can also buy her album or one of her new songs on iTunes. So as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and see you in the next video.